Your person took a significant amount of time to truly understand and acknowledge the depth of the connection between you both. It wasn't something they realized immediately or acted on with clarity. Instead, they hesitated, remained inconsistent, and failed to give you any solid commitment. Throughout this time, their actions amounted to breadcrumbing. You were given just enough attention to keep you hoping, but never enough to feel secure or valued. This uncertain dynamic deeply affected you. You found yourself emotionally exhausted, confused, and ultimately heartbroken. The lack of clarity and emotional safety shook your sense of trust, causing your deepest fears and insecurities to rise to the surface. You're someone who believes in lasting, meaningful relationships. You've never been interested in fleeting romances or casual flings. You love with depth, and you value emotional loyalty and spiritual connection. So, when your person failed to meet you with the same sincerity, it cut deeply. It wasn't just about them not committing, it was about them disregarding the values you hold dear. This emotional turmoil forced you to make a difficult yet necessary choice, to draw healthy boundaries. You realized that if they couldn't offer honesty, stability, and genuine intention, then it was your responsibility to protect your peace and self-worth. These boundaries weren't put in place out of anger or punishment, but as a means of self-preservation and emotional clarity. Still, despite the pain and disillusionment, your love for them didn't just vanish. It remained steadfast, real, and incredibly powerful. You didn't let bitterness consume you. Instead, you chose to wait, not out of desperation, but from a place of hope and deep emotional investment. You saw potential in them and in the connection, and you believed that if they ever came forward with true, heartfelt intentions, the bond could be rebuilt. This choice, to remain patient yet self-respecting, is a reflection of your strength and emotional maturity. It didn't go unnoticed. Over time, your person began to reflect on their actions and the space that had grown between you. As they remained separated from you, something within them began to shift. They started to see you, and the connection, in a new light. Your decision to stand firm in your truth, your unwavering love, and your refusal to settle for less than you deserve all revealed the strength of your character. They realized that you are not just someone who loves deeply, you are someone of integrity, resilience, and authenticity. This awakening has deeply affected them. The more time they've spent away from you, the more clarity they've gained. They now see this connection not as something casual or passing, but as something truly soulful and rare. The distance only intensified their attraction to you, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. They feel a powerful draw towards you, a pull they can no longer deny. And along with this attraction comes a flood of passion, emotion, and longing that they hadn't fully acknowledged before. However, as their feelings grow stronger, so does the weight of their guilt. They are haunted by their past actions and the way they treated you. There is a constant internal conflict. One part of them wants desperately to come forward and make things right, while another part fears that the damage may already be done. They know they broke your trust, and they're painfully aware that regaining it will not be easy. The fear that you may never fully trust them again lingers heavily in their heart. Yet, amidst this conflict, there's a sense of determination building within them. Your strength has inspired them. Your ability to love with such purity, even in the face of pain, has shown them what real love looks like. It has challenged them to grow, to step into the kind of person who is worthy of you. They are beginning to realize that the connection you share isn't something they can find elsewhere. It's something rare, transformative, and possibly even destined. Your patience and boundaries were not in vain. In fact, they became the catalyst for your person's transformation. You didn't chase, beg, or compromise your values to hold on to them. Instead, you stood tall, loved silently, and waited for them to meet you where you are. And in doing so, you showed them what true strength and unconditional love look like. Now, your person is at a crossroads. They know they have to make a choice, not just to come back, but to come back with honesty, clarity, and commitment. They understand that anything less will no longer be enough. And while the path forward won't be easy, your unwavering love and their newfound understanding of your worth may just be the turning point that changes everything. My feelings for you run far deeper than you may ever know. I carry so much inside that I rarely, if ever, express to you directly. It's not because I don't want to, it's because I struggle to find the right words, the right moment, or maybe the courage. I've hidden so much of what I feel, not out of dishonesty, but because I've tried so hard to deny it to myself. I've told myself over and over that these feelings aren't real, that I could suppress them, forget them, even walk away from them. But no matter how hard I try, it simply doesn't work. I've made countless efforts to move on, to distract myself with responsibilities and routines, to silence the voice in my heart that constantly calls your name. But everything around me seems to echo reminders of you, your smile, your laughter, the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you love. I see you everywhere, in everything. Even when I close my eyes, your face appears, clear as day. And that's what makes all of this so hard. I can't escape you, because deep down, I don't want to. There's a part of me that yearns for your presence in a way I can't fully explain. I miss your energy, your warmth, the unique spark you bring into a room that makes everything feel more alive. Lately, it's felt like I've lost that connection with you, like I can't feel your presence the way I used to. And that absence, it aches. It's a quiet kind of pain that settles in my chest and stays there, even when I try to ignore it. I miss you more than words can convey. I long for your touch, your closeness, the feeling of being seen and understood by you in a way no one else ever has. The truth is, I feel trapped, torn between my responsibilities and the love I feel for you. My daily life, my obligations, the expectations of the world around me, they often weigh me down and make me feel stuck. But amidst all that, you remain the light I look toward, the dream I hold on to. If I had the chance, I would marry you without hesitation. I imagine a life with you so vividly, a peaceful home, shared dreams, laughter echoing through the rooms, and a love that continues to grow with each passing day. That vision gives me hope, even when the present feels heavy. You are the only person I can genuinely picture standing beside me in the future. No one else fits into that frame the way you do. With you, everything feels more real, more meaningful. I've never been emotionally vulnerable with anyone the way I have been with you. Opening up to you has been both the scariest and most liberating thing I've ever done. You see me in ways I don't even see myself sometimes. It's terrifying to feel so exposed, to care so deeply, to want someone this much. But at the same time, it's beautiful, because it means what I feel is real. Since we've been apart, the intensity of my feelings has only grown stronger. Physical distance hasn't dulled the emotional connection, it's only made it clearer how much you mean to me. I find myself secretly watching you, observing from a distance, hoping to feel a part of your world again, even if just for a moment. It's not because I want to intrude or cross boundaries, but because I miss you so deeply that even a glimpse brings a strange kind of comfort. There are so many things I want to tell you, so many emotions I've kept bottled up for fear of being misunderstood or rejected. But if there's one thing I can say with certainty, it's this: I am deeply, completely, and unshakably in love with you. This love isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's something that's taken root in my heart and refuses to let go. It's persistent, loyal, and overwhelming at times, but it's also genuine. I don't know what the future holds, and I can't promise that everything will be easy. Life rarely is. But I do know that if there's even the smallest chance to have a life with you, to build something real and lasting, I would take that chance in a heartbeat. Because loving you has made me realize things about myself I never knew. It's made me stronger, more honest, more alive. So, even if I don't always show it, even if I stay silent out of fear or uncertainty, please know this: you are deeply loved. By me. And that love will remain, no matter the distance, no matter the circumstances, because it's the truest thing I've ever felt. I keep replaying everything I've done wrong, over and over in my mind. My mistakes, my moments of weakness, the times I failed to be who you needed me to be, they haunt me more than I can explain. There's a weight to it all, a heaviness that doesn't let up, and it fills me with deep sadness. I've let you down more times than I care to count, and each one of those moments eats at me. It's not just regret, it's grief. Grief for the person I could have been, the person I promised you I would be, and the love I mishandled. I know now that I should have done better. I could have shown up more, listened more, appreciated more. You were offering me something rare, something pure, and I didn't protect it the way I should have. Looking back, it's so clear to me that I had something sacred in you, something not everyone gets in this life, and I took it for granted in ways I'm still trying to understand. I thought I had more time, or maybe I thought you'd always be there. Either way, I made choices that didn't honor what we had. And for that, I carry deep sorrow. But in the quiet moments, when I let myself really sit with all of it, I can hear something softer beneath the guilt. It's your forgiveness. You, somehow, have found a way to extend grace to me even after all the hurt. You have forgiven me, even when I struggled to forgive myself. That alone brings me to tears, because I know you didn't have to. Your heart has always been generous, more generous than I deserved. And now, standing in the echo of your grace, I realize it's time I start doing the same for myself. Still, it's hard. I'm trying, truly trying, to lift myself out of this emotional pit, but some days it feels impossible. Like I'm standing in quicksand, and the more I struggle, the deeper I sink. There's this ache that doesn't quite leave, this voice that whispers that maybe I've ruined it all beyond repair. But even in that despair, even when everything feels too heavy to carry, I find myself looking for the path back to you. I want to find my way back, not just to your arms, but to the kind of person I was when I was with you, the person you saw in me. I miss her. I want to be her again. I've let go of so much already. The shame, the lies I told myself to justify the distance, the fear of facing the consequences, I've been releasing them, one by one. But somehow, even after all that letting go, it still feels like I'm carrying around so much. The guilt clings to me like a second skin. Maybe it's habit. Or maybe it's some kind of penance I think I have to serve. A punishment for walking away from something so beautiful, so deeply good. Maybe this pain is the cost of losing what you once placed so gently in my hands. I think part of me believed that if I carried this pain long enough, if I hurt enough, it would somehow make up for the damage I caused. But I'm starting to see that healing doesn't work like that. You don't return to love through suffering. You return through honesty, through humility, through the quiet courage of trying again. And I am trying, even when it feels like I'm moving through fog, even when the road ahead is unclear. I am trying to rebuild, not just what we had, but who I am in the aftermath. You are a gift in my life. A light. And I'm beginning to understand just how rare and extraordinary that gift was. I didn't see it clearly then, not the way I do now. It took losing you, maybe not entirely, but certainly emotionally, for me to recognize the depth of what you offered. And maybe that's the cruel irony of it all. That sometimes we only learn the value of something once we're no longer holding it. But I'm not giving up on this. Not on myself, and not on the hope that there's still a future where we can find peace. Maybe it doesn't look exactly like it did before. Maybe the version of us that existed can't be recreated. But there can be something new, something built from the pieces, something rooted in truth and growth and mutual respect. I believe that. I have to believe that. So here I am, still flawed, still hurting, but still reaching. Still hoping that one day, the version of me who walks towards you again is the one you always knew I could be. The one who finally sees her own worth because you saw it first.